So Billy, champions of the NCEL, promotion to the Evo-Stik. Just show some of your emotions right now.
For me personally, it's obviously it's been a brilliant season for us, and I've said all along that we were always in with a chance. We were always going to be in and around it. I think we identified Handsworth who have put up a spirited fight alongside us, and to be fair, if they'd have gone on and won it, they'd have been worthy champions as well. I think we identified their threat way back in September time when they were picking up the results quietly. Then lost a lot of games, and so we knew they were going to be a threat. So we knew the 2 games against them were really, really important. And I think when we look back at the planning process that we put in place, and the games that we targeted and the games that we knew we had to win, we've come out of that. And I said there would be ups and downs. I said there would be twists and turns, but tonight it's all come to the forefront, and the group of players, the people involved behind the scenes, every single one of them deserve it.
Up into the Evo-Stik league now, which a league you know very well with your Harrogate Railway days. Just how much you're looking forward to that challenge?
I can't wait. It's such a good league. It's really, really good.
The step up, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the club will love it. They'll absolutely love it. They'll be well received. The fan base is great here, but now you're talking that your Clitheroes and people like that, they'll bring people with them. You'll get 80 to 150 of them coming across, depending on how well they're doing. You've got your local games, your Farsleys, your Ossets, Town, Albion, and then a lot of games over in the Manchester area, which is my neck of the wood. And then dependent on what happens sort of at the weekend, maybe up the north, maybe not. Let's just see what happens there first. And I think as a club we can go and really enjoy that.
Obviously there's been a lot of ups and downs this season. Obviously the downs of seeing the ground completely flooded, and obviously Sonny's passing away. It just makes everything so much more special, doesn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And for the town itself, I went on record at Christmas as I had a good friend up here. A friend of mine called Spider Taylor was up over the Christmas period, so I came into the town to meet up with him really, but then to walk around and see the devastation. And I think me and the wife Sammy were walking around the streets there, and she spotted a sign on one of the houses, and it's just a little sign that just said all you need is love, and that sums up the town really. It's a very, very close community, and they deserve what they've got tonight. They've done well.
The celebrations were phenomenal, weren't they? Some of the fans have waited a long time for this moment. Obviously we've come close past 2 seasons, but it was brilliant scenes, weren't they?
Phenomenal for the supporters. The other night at Garfield, they were absolutely outstanding. I've said all along we've been running on empty for probably the last 5 or 6 days now, and sometimes it's so important for the extra just to get you over the line. And when we went out tonight, everything that goes on behind the scenes at this football club is second to none, and it gives you a great platform. And the players we've put together have done so well. We haven't tampered with it. We've not played about. We've strengthened when we need to strengthen. We've brought in the odd player here and there, but the same sort of 16 players that have been involved with the squad tonight, that they've been around it since early on in the season, and I think that's been. You look at some of the moments. John O'Greening coming in has been brilliant for us. Tom Corner's come in and got 5 really, really important goals for us. Connor Sellers as well, has been brilliant for us. Connor's come in. Dan Clayton, although he came in at the back end of pre-season anyway, so he's been most of the season with us. And then Greg Anderson, I think, was another key one for us, because he's been colossal for us. And you look at the clean sheets that we've kept across the course of the season, and that lays the foundations then for the lads up top. Josh Green has been absolutely outstanding for the last sort of 2.5 months. He's increased his work rate off the ball and on the ball, and it's just been great around the changing room. A great set of lads to work with, and over that period, over the Christmas period when it was really difficult and we wasn't playing a lot of football, they put a shift in, and they've got the reward tonight.
They always say the counties leagues are the most difficult leagues to get out of, just due to the one spot getting out of the getting promotion. The future is bright for the club, isn't it? What are your long-term goals for Tadcaster Albion Football Club?
Well, I think stuff like that. Now what we've got to do is we've got to let the dust settle. We've got to get Saturday out to play. Then we've got the League Cup, and now we're in it, and it's a semi-final stage. It'd be silly not to have a go at it. So we'll do that as well. And then once the dust settles, I think we've got to start looking strategically at where we go next. And they're conversations that, although we've had sort of preliminary conversations with certainly me and Matt have had them over the phone, and you know, with Jimmy and that. But we've got to sit down together now, and it's important. What we did very well this year was very early on is that I got a feel for where they wanted the club to be, and I hope they got a feel for where I wanted to be, and the rest of it just happened then from there. You know, we was always on the same page, we was always on the same wavelength, and you know, things like that, their standards and values that they've got that comes all the way from the dad down through, you know, every member of the family match my standards and values. You know, we're very, very similar as families, so I think that's really, really important, because what we can do now is we can sit down together, we can thrash it out, and then we can decide where we go from here.
Just want to say for myself and everyone at the club, massive congratulations to yourself. It's been a long season, but you deserve to enjoy it. So well done, Billy.
Thanks very much.